Morning, lovely people. It's Saturday. I like Saturdays. So I've had a pretty lazy morning. Fiv was here last night. We got some takeout, had some dinner, watched some TV, and then I ran him to the train station this morning because he had to go off into town to do stuff, and I literally just slung a jacket and some boots on over my jammies, drove him down to the train station, and then I've come back up. I've been puttering about online. As you can see, I'm on the couch with my blankie because it's cold. It got down into the below zero last night for the first time this season, and the car was all frosty and the grass is all white with frost, and oh, it's nice to just have a morning where I don't have to do anything. It's good. So anyway, today's gonna be fun. I am later this afternoon going over to my mama's to make our Christmas cake. Now, yeah, I know a lot of people will be going, don't mention Christmas, it's only October. But the thing about Christmas cake is you got to make it in October because it needs a couple of months to be fed with brandy. Ooh, because then you get a nice boozy Christmas cake that'll last for pretty much forever. Excuse me. Because the alcohol not only helps to make the cake really tasty, keeps it really moist, it also helps to preserve it. It stops it from going stale and going mouldy and stuff. So actually, the more booze you put into your Christmas cake, the longer it'll last. So it pretty much takes us months to eat our Christmas cake. We're making very small Christmas cakes this year because for the last few years we've been like downsizing and downsizing and downsizing because there's only a couple of people in our family that actually eat Christmas cake, but it's such a part of our Christmas tradition that we can't not make a Christmas cake. We're determinedly still going to make Christmas cake even though we could totally do without it. Nah. It's part of Christmas, it's part of the whole season. Anyway, so we get to have like our little pocket of Christmas today where we put on some Christmas tunes and make the cake, and then we go back to being normal and not mentioning Christmas until December. I'm in the kitchen doing math with my mother because we're trying to work out what half of this recipe that she's already halved before would be so that we can make this. It would be easier if it wasn't all in ounces, which aren't divisible by 100. It'd be easier if we were working in grams. Anyway, we're just measuring out all of the...
They didn't have grams in those days, it's ancient.
No, there's grams on the other side.
Oh, is there?
It is a very ancient cookbook though. You can kind of tell by the design, it's ye olde. But what makes it more obvious that it's old and well loved is all the stains and notes and bits of cake batter that are stuck all around it. So it's well loved, but it does make the best Christmas cake. You just can't buy Christmas cake like this in the shops. It just doesn't taste as good as one made in October and fed brandy until the end of December. So we're just weighing out all the ingredients before we start to do the mixing, which is the messy part, because the only way to mix this cake is with your hands. So it gets a bit sticky, but it's worth it. And this is my mommy. Wave to the lovely people. There we go. We both have our aprons on because we know that this is a messy job. So I'm going to get on. I need to have both my hands for this. So we're going to get on with mixing it. And I will show you the cake before it goes into the oven because it will look so yummy. Okay. There's been a miscalculation somewhere along the line. And thus far we've ended up with one Christmas cake. So we're going to have to make another.
That's your fault.
Well, yeah, I was on doing the math, but you know how good I am at math. So we're going to have to make another lot of batter to make the second Christmas cake. And
well, luckily we've got everything except the cherries.
We've got everything except the glacé cherries, so one cake is going to be cherry free, but that's okay, it'll still taste good. My turn to make my cake, since we've had to make them separately because we miscalculated, and this is the only proper way to mix Christmas cake. And the cakes are about to go into the oven. This one is Mama's, and this one is mine. You can see they do look kind of different. because Mum's got cherries and mine doesn't. But then mine had the lemon juice that she forgot to put into hers. So they're gonna be slightly different cakes, but they'll both be yummy. So next thing, just bake them and then they'll come out the oven and they will be gorgeous. Almost done. Moment of truth. Cake is coming, well the cakes rather are coming out of the oven. Oh no, they're not ready yet. They're still too, they're not dark enough.
Yeah,
Back
and they're still too moist.
Yeah.
So not overwhelming time, I think, for it.
Oh, here we go. Are they ready? Oh, that looks more like it.
Oh no. That crack, those cracks close up as the cake cools.
Oh yeah, mine has come out quite a different colour. Oh, if only you guys could smell what we can smell.
So, anyway, there's tiny cakes this year.
Tiny cakes, but no less yummy. They're going to sit and cool and rest and let all the cracks on the top sink down, and then we'll have nice flat tops to decorate at Christmas time. Mine. So I had a really nice day, spent time with my mum, made our Christmas cakes. They are now living at hers for the moment because she's going to feed them with brandy between now and Christmas, which is very good for her, mainly just because I don't have any brandy. So this is cheaper than me having to buy a whole bottle of brandy just to put like 6 tablespoons into a Christmas cake. They smell amazing. I really wish you guys could smell. She could have smelled them when they came out the oven. Oh god, just so good. So that's it. That's kind of the Christmassy stuff done now until December, as it should be. But we have to do this in October because it needs the time. It needs the time between now and Christmas for the cakes to mature, and that's what makes them really, really good. So yeah, it was a really nice day. Saw my family, going to visit my grandpa tomorrow, and yeah, other than that, it was just quite a nice relaxing day. We had a really lovely dinner and we sat and watched some TV together, and then I've come home, finished Game of Thrones season 1. Oh my god, awesome. So I'm really looking forward to seeing season 2 now. And apart from that, I haven't really done much. I'm just going to bed now. I'm going to catch up on some sleep, get a relatively early night. I think it's about 11 at the moment. And then, as I said, tomorrow I'm going to go visit grandparents, and that's about it. It'll be a nice lazy weekend, catch up on some housework. I'm back to using my phone camera because the smaller camcorder that smaller camcorder that I bought turned out to be not so great. It really couldn't deal very well with when I'm moving about, like if I'm walking and the camera's jiggling about. It was making the audio and the visual go out of sync with each other, which is just useless because if I'm doing vlogs and I'm moving about or walking somewhere, I can't have it ruining the video. And also, for some reason, when I would start to talk in the video, it wouldn't pick up the audio at first, so the first few words that I said would be really quiet before it came up to full volume, which just made it sound like when I speak, my voice fades in, which is just bizarre. So I wasn't very happy with the quality, and I just thought, oh god, the camera on my phone is actually much better quality. There was never anything wrong with the camera on my phone. I really like the camera on my phone. It produces really good quality video. I can record in 720p or 1080p, depending on whether I'm using the back or front cameras. But the only problem was it was running down my battery in my phone. If I was out and about during the day and I was using the camera a lot, it was running down my battery. So, as my boyfriend quite rightly pointed out, a really easy way to get around that instead of buying a separate camera is just to buy a bigger battery for my phone. So I'm going to buy a high capacity battery for my phone, which should get me almost double the battery life. It'll make the back of the phone ever so slightly thicker, but considering how thin this phone is anyway, it won't really be that big of a problem. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the camera that I bought and use the money to buy a bigger battery. So we'll see how that goes. That's about it. So back to using the camera phone, and I'm going to bed now. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed. If you've not subscribed to my other channel as well, it's youtube.com/RosalindSings. It's also annotated at the end of this video, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Bye.